With addiction, a lot of people think it's the drug, it's the alcohol, it's the sex and sex addiction, it is the bet and gambling addiction. It's actually not. Those are all symptoms. Drugs, alcohol, sex, gambling, whatever it is, those are symptoms. The disease is it's the thinking. It is the obsessive compulsivity. It's the thinking. So to your point now, after a year, it's not like you're cured, you need to stop, right? You've had a year away from drugs and alcohol, so you don't have any kind of like, you know, obsession. The obsession was is lifted at that point over the drug, the alcohol, sex, gambling, whatever it is. For me, today, with 7.5 years, my thinking is still the same as it was 7.5 years ago, 8 years ago, 9 years ago. My thinking has always been the same. But what I'm doing today changes the scope and the lens that I look through when I am thinking. And, those measures that I take, we could call them preventative measures from picking up a drink or a drug, journaling, praying, implementing a higher power. When I implement a higher power, listen, it doesn't have to, I don't go to religious programs. That's a whole nother conversation. But when I implement a higher power, my thinking always was I was not patient at all. When I had a feeling, because I couldn't deal with feelings whatsoever, so I masked the feelings, any kind of negative feeling or even happy feeling. I didn't know how to digest that. I didn't know how to deal with that, so I would go right to the drink or drug. Those feelings are still going to be there when you remove the drink and drug. So I implement a higher power so that when I get broken up with by a girlfriend and I am down and out and I want to call her up and scream at her and try to manipulate the situation and convince her why she should get back with me, whatever it is, like all these crazy ideas that I have. Or like, I'm going to go to this store because then she'll run into me and then she'll fall in love with me. Like all this crazy shit goes through my head. But today I have tools. I turn that over and I say, you know what? God's got it today. It's okay. I'm going to do me, they're going to do them, and whatever the plan is supposed to be, God will implement that and it'll happen in the journaling. Those fleeting thoughts that are going through my head, I'm getting them out of my head by journaling them, going to meetings. When I walk into a meeting, whatever I'm thinking about, when I leave after an hour, I am thinking about something completely different. It's crazy how it works.
So your response to the desire to use has changed, and that is just something that you have learned.